Hello, 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 hello. Hope y'all are doing good. I'm doing good. Thank you for not asking. Um, yeah, today we'll be reacting to a video called How to Survive a Tsunami. Now, a little thing about me that you guys don't know when it comes to survival. I think I am possibly could be one of. You know what? Let me not even frame it like that. If we were stuck in a situation, in an apocalyptic situation, post-apocalyptic nuclear survival, I think I'll be one of the best people that you'd want on your crew because, yeah, I mean, when it comes to, we'll get out. Okay, if you have me on your team, we're getting the fuck out of there, one way or another. We will figure it out. Um, but yeah, love survival, love solving problems, love finding solutions. And today we will learn a solution on how to survive a tsunami according to science. Thank you for specifying. So yeah, let's learn how we would survive a tsunami. Cool.
You're on a beach, not a worry in the world. The sun bronzing your skin, sand trickling between your toes, the sound of waves. Wait, what? Where did all the water go? Did you see it going out? Better act quickly. In a matter of minutes, you may be underwater. Here's how to survive a tsunami according to science. Tsunamis are triggered by intense underwater activity, usually an earthquake or an underwater volcanic eruption. These events displace huge volumes of water, pushing it up from the ocean's floor to its surface. But when gravity pulls it back down, all this built-up energy is released outwards, forming deadly waves that grow stronger as they ripple across the ocean. A tsunami's waves can be 100 kilometers long and sometimes taller than 30 meters. They can travel across whole oceans, moving at the speed of a jet airplane. So with such speed, strength, and stamina, how does anyone stand a chance?
High ground.
Even in a tsunami hazard zone, you can still survive if you know what to do.
The whole video.
The first step to survival is to be able to identify the early signs of a tsunami. The Pacific Ocean is home to volatile tectonic activity, which explains why 75% of the world's volcanic eruptions and 90% of the world's earthquakes occur in the Pacific. These geological disturbances are the reason why 85% of all tsunamis happen in the Pacific Ocean. In most cases, an earthquake comes before a tsunami, so if you're near the coast and you experience an earthquake, protect yourself from that first. But once the shaking stops, move to higher ground as quickly as possible.
There you go.
The beach will grow bigger.
Yeah, in South Africa, we don't have all this nonsense because we're surrounded by the Atlantic and the Indian Ocean. So we don't get earthquakes, we don't get tsunami, we don't get natural disasters. Life is pretty boring but interesting at the same time. And beautiful, very beautiful. Let's not discredit beautiful. But we don't have to deal with all this other natural disasters. We're not fighting against our planet, you know. We're fighting against each other, but we're not fighting against the planet. So I'll take that.
Run the other way. An early sign of an impending tsunami is that the water along the coast will recede. It pulls back and exposes the sea floor. Do not go to the beach to investigate. You'll only be putting yourself at risk for when the water surges back. Instead, head in the opposite direction. Try to get as far as 3.5 kilometers from the ocean or 30 meters above sea level to ensure your safety. Get to the highest elevation possible. Tsunamis travel quickly, and you may not have enough time to clear the hazard zone. In this case, look for a tall building with a sturdy concrete foundation. If you see one nearby, run inside and get to the roof as quickly as possible. If you can't make it to a building in time, your best bet is to grab onto something and hold on. Though that might not sound very practical, hold the eye roll for a moment. In the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, an Indonesian woman was finally rescued after holding onto a palm tree for 5 days straight. While it isn't ideal, If you can't get to higher ground in time, you need to find something to hold on to. As the tsunami moves inland, it will sweep tons of debris along with it. This can be very dangerous, as the accumulation of debris traveling at high speeds become fatal obstacles for anyone who's caught in the current. However, many tsunami victims have been saved by climbing on to detached roofs or holding on tightly to floating cars or other large objects. Of course, if you've made it this far, your troubles aren't over yet. A tsunami isn't one wave, but a series of waves known as a tsunami wave train. Waves may be anywhere from 5 minutes apart to an hour apart. And be aware that the first wave that hits isn't always the strongest. So even when you think it's over, stay where you're safe until you hear from local officials. It goes without saying, tsunamis are terrifying. And when a 30-meter wave is hurtling towards you at 800 kilometers per hour, you're...
Imagine getting stuck in one of those. Cause with that movie that they used, I watched that movie, and it's like now let's say you're now being swept away, and then the current just throws you into a building, and let's say in that building there's an exposed nail, or like an exposed piece of wood, metal, glass, whatever, that's sticking out, and your body just goes through it. Even through a tree, you get thrown into a tree, and one of the branches just into your body. It's a scary thought, and you have absolutely no control over that. But yeah, if we're in a situation, as soon as I see that water receding, I'm telling the kids and the wife, honey, quickly, let's get a photo. I've never seen this side of the ocean shore floor before. We need to scrapbook this. I kid. I'm joking. We're getting the fuck out of there. No zooming. Zoom. Wouldn't mind witnessing this one day though. Hopefully I'd be safe. But just to document it would be interesting. But I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. What we were told what to do in the situation. Have you ever been in a natural disaster? Let me know in the comments below. Otherwise,